deosebit, aș spune, și aș dori să spun câteva cuvinte. Cel mai de preț bun pe care un club poate să-l aibă alături sunt suporterii. Suporterii sunt cei care dau cu adevărat valoare unui brand, iar atunci când vorbim despre suporterii lui Dinamo, aceștia au dat cu adevărat însemnătate, zicale, iubirea presupune și sacrificii. În istoria recentă a clubului Dinamo, nu doar că ne-am aflat pe marginea prăpastiei, ci am fost chiar cu jumătate de corp în prăpastie și ne țineam doar de o speranță. În acel moment, suporterii au făcut un efort deosebit, au făcut front comun și au reușit să salveze clubul de la dispariție. Tocmai ca noi astăzi să fim astăzi aici, să vorbim de un nou sezon de SuperLigă, au dat dovadă de susținere și de atașament față de culori. Suporterii sunt demni de respect și fiecare suporter are povestea lui. Dacă o parte din suporteri sunt mai cunoscuți dintre cei care au participat la salvarea echipei, fie că vorbim de foști jucători, antrenori, glorii, legende, totodată sunt foarte mulți suporteri ai căror nume este necunoscut. Aceștia poate să fie zeci, sute, mii, zeci de mii, dar deși numele lor este necunoscut, faptele lor sunt eterne. Existența clubului Dinamo se datorează lor și intrarea într-o nouă eră. Acum, recent, Dinamo a deschis un corner shop în cadrul magazinului oficial Macron Sporța București, iar la această inaugurare au participat mai multe sute de suporteri, am putea spune, însă un suporter ne-a atras atenția în mod deosebit, chiar și colegii de la ProSport au scris un articol despre dânsul. Este vorba despre suporterul Răcaru Florian, un suporter vechi de zeci de ani al clubului Dinamo, care, deși are niște probleme de sănătate, acesta a rămas fidel clubului, este alături și participă activ la viața echipei. Iar în acest sens, ca o dovadă de prețuire și de recunoștință față de atașamentul de care acest suporter a dat dovadă, astăzi clubul a dorit să facă un gest simplu și de recunoștință normal față de suporterii săi, iar pe această cale îl invit pe antrenorul echipei, domnul Željko Kopić, să-i mâneze o mică atenție suporterului nostru. Mister? Mai departe, continuăm conferința de presă, unde va vorbi antrenorul echipei noastre, domnul Željko Kopić. Mister?
Thank you. Okay, we can start with your questions immediately. How you will feel if you were on my position to have 2-0 and to lose the game 3-2? Okay, I think that we had a lot of good moments in Cluj. That first half, especially how we entered the game, it was with right guard, the right attitude, with ambition to play offensively, to be strong in duels. Everything what we said before the game we put on the pitch, and I was very satisfied with that moment. Before the first half, because of lack of concentration, we make this penalty. We bring some hope to CFR. Second half, again, from our mistake, we concede this second goal. After that, CFR had something, we had some occasions, and finally we lost this game. I have to be satisfied with many things in the game, but when you win in this manner, of course, it's not good for the team. Also, we put second half many young players on the pitch. This is one of the things what I will insist on this period to see how much they can give to the team now, but for sure I see them as the future of the club. And this week was good. All players are ready. We don't have any injuries, and we are waiting for tomorrow match.
Sir, how do you plan to cope with this problem of the goals conceded in the last minutes? Because we've seen it with CFR and we've seen it last season as well.
Okay, if we speak about this goal, we had excellent structure in that moment because 3 of our players were 3+1, 4 players were in ball zone. We have enough players in the box, but our defensive duels in that situation were not good, and this is something what what I speak all the time because. A result is one thing, but this individual wins to be better than your opponent in situations 1 versus 1 on the pitch. It doesn't matter offensively or defensively. In this situation, defensively, to win duel, to have this determination, to have a passion to win, the ball must be on the higher level. And this is something what what we speak, what we work on the trainings, and I hope that we will solve this problem.
Is Dinamo planning or is it close to bring a new striker?
What I said a few times, we now signed Maxim to have one more option in the defensive line, and we are looking for 3-4 more players in every line to make the team stronger, to have fight for every position on the pitch. And what I insist, for me it's very important, this age where the player, it's not only for this season, but with the quality, with his age, with experience, that we can count for these players for 2-3 seasons, and that we don't have every transfer period to change a lot of players, but now to make one strong, solid team which will make basic for this season, but also for the next and this one, because from season to season we want to be better and better and to put Dinamo on position in Romanian football where Dinamo deserves to be.
Mister, how do Mărginean and Civis feel right now? Are they fit to play tomorrow?
No, he didn't.
None of them?
No, he didn't train. He had some little injury problems. He is one of these young players. What I expect that he will show potential. He can play as number 8, number 6, with some experience in Serie C, Serie B. With all this young group of young players, I think that he is one also good option, and I just want to see them to see which one can really make impact on the team and to make something for his career in professional football, but also to give something for the club.
How does it feel to have to sign a player that both FCSB and CFR wanted?
I don't, with full respect about CFR, with CFR Cluj, with FCSB, with every club, but for me, Dinamo is the biggest club, and of course, these clubs at the moment they maybe have better quality or better standards, but when I speak about the club, for me, Dinamo is the same level or even higher level, and for me, it's normal that every player wants to be part of our club.
Players came recently and come every day, will come, you say, more. When do you feel or think the team will be at full potential, taking into consideration that there are a lot of new players?
Okay, I said before the pre-season that I want the players immediately, but this is not something that maybe our scouting department or somebody else in the club didn't do the job properly. We are looking players every day, we communicate. It's a lot of different issues. It's not easy to bring what we really want, and this is why we prolong some of these signings, and we are still looking for the players. I cannot say exactly when we will complete full our squad, but we are really working hard to make it as soon as we can, because it's important. We know that it's important, and I know as a coach that how much is important to have players in the team as soon as is possible. when we will reach. I think that these players, what we have now, that we are in the good momentum because players working really, really well. Okay, we started a little bit later with pre-season because we played this barrage games. Some of the teams, most of the teams start earlier. But what I see that we are going in the right direction, that we are now ready to play very good football.
What do you think about Petrolul and how important is the fact that they have internal issues? I mean, financial and also with transfers.
This doesn't have anything with the performance on the pitch. You have many clubs which maybe have some internal problems. They go on the pitch and they play good football. I don't think about that. This is not our problem. They have a good team. They have experienced players. First round, they play some good football. They missed this penalty for the win. Also in the pre-season games, they were good. We were analyzing all these games, pre-season and this one, and this is the team with quality, and if we want to win the game, we need to be on our maximum level. On a
personal level, how do you feel after 8 months in Romania, right? So you're okay? How is the new season on a more general level?
Generally, I feel in Bucharest, in Romania, in Dinamo, I can say excellent. With good results, it will be top. And I really don't have nothing to complain about the city, about the people, about the supporters, about facilities where we work, about the energy around the club. I feel I am connected with the club, and I have a really, really good time here for this, like that I really can enjoy in the best way. It's only about the results on the pitch, and I hope that this will come as well.
Mr. One of the players the fans loved the most in the past few years, Gabi Moura, doesn't have a contract anymore with Dinamo, but the club also didn't release a statement saying he left. What is his situation? Maybe we see him as a player, as a staff at Dinamo again?
Okay, I will answer personally. In this period, I had few very open communications with Gabi, and I will say here what I said to him, that I really have huge respect about everything what he gave for the club, on all his performances, his attitude, his mentality, everything what he gave for this shirt, for the fans, for everybody. But that one of more important things what I want to, from the last season, it was only to stay in the league. For this, from result part, is the come as much closer there to fight for this top 6, but also to make the team who will be competitive for the second and third year. And I explained to Gabi that I am looking for some younger players, and from my side that if he wants to stay in the club, to be part of the staff or something like that, that this is for me, this position is open, but he is still looking for some options where he will play. About the statement from the club, this is really not something what I can answer, because our officials must make this part.
Was Grozav a target for Dinamo this summer?
Excuse me?
Grozav from Petrolul. Was he a target for Dinamo this summer?
Grozav was, first, he's an excellent player for me, but it's the same. I said that he is a really, really good player with a lot of qualities, and I like this profile of players. He can play on the left, he can play central, everything what is in the third part of the pitch. He is very dangerous, shoot, assist, dribbling. But also he was not in my plans because of this, what I want to build a little bit younger team, but everything else about him, I have really, really big respect about him and his quality and his personality on the pitch, which is very important.
How important would the win against Petrolul be, because it's the first game as home this season, and maybe you need the support from the fans and build from
It's always important. It's always important to start to start with high energy, and we are really preparing the team in that way to be on from the first moment with the energy, with idea to give everything for these 3 points and to connect with our fans as soon as we can, and to start the season on our home ground in the good way. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You. Thank you.
Vreți să stați un pic să ne ziceți și 2-3 cuvinte?
Deci asta să ia locul în
Asta zic, asta am ține. Spuneți-ne puțin.
Din anul 1975. Prin bunicii părinților, al tatălui. Da. Ca copil am simțit dragostea față de acest club, de mic. Mai mult, în ultimii 3 ani am simțit mai mult supărare și tristețe pentru acest club, pentru că au fost niște patroni care și-au bătut joc de acest club și mă refer la domnul Badea, domnul securistul Badea, domnul Negoiță, Cortesau. Au fost niște oameni care au venit, au spălat bani în clubul ăsta și n-au făcut nimic. Au vândut jucătorii, au luat, au făcut manevre și au nenorocit un club de tradiție. Poftim? Nu mă așteptam, dar mulțumesc acestei organizații care m-a invitat ca să fiu aici alături de dumneavoastră și nu vreau să mai sufăr cum am suferit acum ultimii 3 ani de zile cu 3 baraje, o retrogradare în Liga a 2-a și ce să vă mai spun. Doresc ca acești minunați sponsori, această echipă, atât domnul antrenor Kopić și jucătorii să gândească că acești minunați suporteri, dacă nu erau acești suporteri, ajungeam poate în Liga 4-a, 5-a. Eu doresc ca acest club să rămână în picioare, pentru că e un club cu tradiții, noi nu suntem niște clone, cum sunt echipele care s-au făcut acum peste noapte, da? Doresc ca anul acesta Dinamo să fie un club cât de cât puternic să joace în play-off. Îmi doresc foarte mult așa ceva. Noua conducere e o conducere foarte bună. Mie îmi place această conducere față de ce era acum 10 ani de zile, când clubul s-a dus la 3 baraje, una retrogradat în Liga 2, președinți de cluburi care peste noapte au venit și au vândut jucătorii și au făcut bani și a nenorocit clubul. Nu-mi trebuie oameni de ăștia, mai bine lefteri, să ne lase în pace, suntem suporteri, dacă facem o socoteală așa și suntem vreo 30.000 de suporteri, ori 10 milioane pe an să pună fiecare suporter, că are de unde să pună. Ar fi sponsorul echipei, oficial, decât să vină oameni care au furat banii clubului și a nenorocit o echipă care, dacă stăm să ne gândim foarte bine, niciuna dintre echipele din România în anii 70 până în 90, excludem Steaua când au luat Cupa Campionilor, că a fost ajutat de Ceaușescu, de ăștia, excludem treaba asta. Dar prima echipă românească care a adus performanțe în România a fost Universitatea Craiova și Dinamo București. Pe când, dacă stăm să ne gândim, Dinamo e un club de tradiție, nu e un club de piață să fie vândută la kilogram sau la bucată. Ce să-i tragem? Să da Dumnezeu să facă o echipă bună, o echipă competitivă și să avem noroc anul ăsta să putem juca și noi în play-off. Mulțumesc și eu, la fel, vă doresc multă sănătate.
I didn't hear what you...
So what's the atmosphere in the dressing room ahead of this game against Petrolul, taking in account what happened against CFR last week?
Well, the atmosphere is good. Obviously, we will be disappointed of the last game. We know that we should have done better. This week we worked good. We analyzed our mistakes. And then obviously the first few days people were still disappointed, but because of the good work and the good analysis of the mistake that we did, I think the atmosphere is good. We got a good team. We got good players, and then we believe in our abilities. So we're going to tomorrow's game with full confidence, and then hopefully we're gonna get the 3 points.
Is it enough time to make a major change and to win against Petrolul?
Major change in what sense?
Repeat the mistakes you made.
Yeah, because I think the mistakes that we made are just they're not big mistakes. It's just little concentration mistakes, and then obviously this is something that is easily solvable. So the most important thing is to analyze them and to know that we made those mistakes, so we can give everything to don't make them again. So I think, yeah, there is time.
In the game against CFR, in the last minutes, there were only two experienced players from the midfield up front, you and Selmani. Do you think it's harder for you to play in the last minutes of the game because you have around you a lot of young players? Do you think this is maybe a cause on which always goals in added time happens?
Well, I think it's obviously easier to have a lot of experienced players on the pitch, but we cannot use that as an excuse. The club decided to build the team like this, and then we just have to move forward with the team that we got. I think the young players that we got are helping a lot. They've always concentrated, always listening to the experienced players. So we're not going to use that as an excuse. We just have to face every game as it's the most important game of the season, and to just get the 3 points.
Dinamo changed the transfer strategy. They brought in a lot of new young players, Romanian players. Do you think this season they can have an immediately effect on the team's game?
Well, I hope so. Obviously, the club decided to make those decisions, and then we just have to agree to and accept it. At the end of the day, we're just players. We're not the ones who are just making the transfer window or bringing players or deciding who's leaving. We just have to step on the pitch and give everything. And then we see at the end of the season if it was a good decision or not so good decision.
Do you think you need 2, 3, 4 more players, more experienced players to fight for the playoffs?
Well, I'm happy with the team that we got. If better players come to help the team and then to improve the team, I'll be the first player to accept it, because obviously the better players we have, the more chances we get to get higher on the table. But at the end of the day, I don't really focus on this. I just know that right now we've got like 23, 24 players who are very committed to the Dinamo's club, and then we face in every game with those players, and then we try our maximum to win the games.
How much does it help? Does it help you to have a new French player who speaks French, who played in French?
Obviously, it's always good to speak with players who speak the same language. Because we got this connection, and it's easier to understand each other. But at the end of the day, I think most players, if I can say every player speak English, I speak with English, so I can communicate and then say what I want to say, and they can say whatever they want to say to me, and then we understand each other perfectly.
When will you speak Romanian?
I'm just learning it slowly. It's not an easy language, but I think by the end of the season I'll be able to drop a few sentences, let's say.
What do you think about the international scandal of Enzo Fernandez? Did it affect you? I don't know. How do you see everything? Because I guess a lot of footballers from around Europe are seeing what happened.
Well, obviously, I don't really know what to think, because it was a special situation when they were celebrating in the bus. I think I've not really watched the video so many times, so I didn't really understand the context. But from the reaction of all the players, I know that he did something wrong. I don't know if he's going to apologize or if he's going to accept it, that he's done something wrong, because at the end of the day, we can all make mistakes. The most important is to recognize the mistake and then to apologize to his teammates, to the people that he offended. And then hopefully he's going to do that.
How did you adapt to the playing condition? And I'm referring to the hot weather. Tomorrow you play at like a more accessible hour, and the temperatures are not that high.
The last game, I think the weather was very difficult. It was very hot. We had to adapt quickly, but we cannot really use that as an excuse, because it was hot for both teams. It was hot for them too. So the results got nothing to do with the weather, because it was hot for them, like I said. And then the fact that we're playing tomorrow at 10 o'clock is more understandable, even if the weather went down a bit. But I think it's the perfect time to play in that time of the year at this time.
You've been there here at Dinamo last season. Do you think this year is the time for Dinamo to change everything around and not fight at the bottom and try and fight mostly at the top with the top teams?
Yes, definitely. Last season was a nightmare, to be honest. Every game was like a final, and then we were in a difficult situation. The pressure was a lot, but at the end of the day, we managed to stay in the league, which was the most important objective of the team. But we don't want to be facing this situation again. So we're gonna do our maximum to be the highest on the table by the end of the season.
Do you feel the squad stronger than in the last season?
I think I think the squad is more compact, more together. We understand each other. The young players and the old players got a good connection together compared to last season. If I have to compare, last season was more individual players, and then players were trying to do things on their own on the pitch. We didn't have really that connection because in January when I arrived, there was a lot of new players who arrived at the same time. And obviously when you're changing a lot and then you bring in new players and all players go, it takes a bit of time to get this spirit together and all these things together. But like I said, at the end of the day, we managed to stay up, which was the most important thing. So if I have to compare to this season, we've got this. We worked very well in pre-season. The coach did a very good job to keep us together. And then right now, I think, if I have to compare, the team is better to face the opponents than last season.
Okay, merci.
Thank you very much.